Hey guys, Rexasor here, and welcome to Update Monday on the 14th of February 2022. It's Valentine's Day, let's have hearts. Totally unintentional. How is everybody? I hope that you've all had a good week. I can't remember. I remember last week being a bit of one of these in terms of my mood. But it was alright yesterday. Yesterday basically just made it better. I had a 3-day weekend because I had Friday off. I went to have a dinner with a bunch of my colleagues from work who when I started working my current job. I started with a bunch of new starters, and we all formed a team, and we've stayed pretty close, to be fair, and that's who I had a meal with on Friday. Not all of us were here. A lot of people, like half of our team, is either no longer with us in terms of in the country. That sounded really ominous. They've either moved back to their countries of origin because Brexit and other personal reasons, or their boiler was broken. Lots of reasons, but there were 5 out of the 10 of us, so hey, that's not too bad. And yeah, we had a really good time. It was really nice to see them. We hadn't basically seen each other since March 2020 when COVID happened, so fun. Yeah, and then I played a lot of Witcher. I'm really enjoying Witcher 3. I forgot how great it was. It's really, really good. Really enjoying my stay with it. And then yesterday on Saturday played some Apex with Kukumba and Chico, and we had a lot of good fun. And then, but I was really tired by the end of it. And then yesterday played some duos with Panda in preparation for the Apex in-house tournament that we're doing this weekend. And then Key joined us because we've got an actual esports Apex happening on Thursday, which I managed to resolve my own internal crisis over. So Thursday was my late at work, which means I would have finished at 6 o'clock, which is when the tournament starts, which would have made things awkward. But I managed to swap out with someone, so I'm doing my late tomorrow instead, which is great because it means I can just chill for a bit, or / do some practicing. But we played some games last night, and we played really, really well, considering we had a huge amount of distractions in the form of a quiz. Basically, we found out that Baltimore doesn't actually know what Wales is because he thought I lived in England, and its reasoning is because I'm British. Yes, Bolt. I'm talking about this. But it led to a wonderful time because basically we just started questioning people about things, and then Dragon was in the chat and he was like, do you want to just do a quiz now? I just found one, which was like half and half in terms of difficulty, and it was very London centric, which was a bit annoying. But we had a really good time. There were like 35 questions. Considering me, Key, and Panda were in the middle of Apex, there were several top 3 finishes during that whole time where we were just stressing, fuck, what's happening? Yeah, did pretty good. Tsunami won because that's no surprise. His general knowledge is insane. But I managed to pull out a second place. Luckily, I got really lucky with. There were 2 guesses that I did, which were bang on. I was like, that is fucking incredible. Including how many countries in the world still use the shilling, and it was 4, and it was, and they're all in Africa. I can't tell you which ones it is. I think Kenya's one of them. Somalia's the other. In any case, yeah, it was good fun. And then Dragon was saying how it would be really cool if we did something a bit more regular in terms of a quiz, and I think that's a really good idea. I'd really, really enjoy that. Just a nice chill time and have a Discord wide quiz with either teams or individuals or something. It'd be really, really cool. It would take a bit of organisation, but it'd be really, really fun. I really, really enjoy general knowledge stuff. Just because it's like semi-useless knowledge, but it's like fun. I don't know why I enjoy it. It's really fun. In any case, that was yesterday. That was really, really good fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Then I remembered I hadn't eaten, so I had to leave. I also had my Valentine's Day yesterday because my girlfriend is busy today. Yay, 7-hour time zone difference. So we watched a bunch of movies. We watched Raya the Last Dragon, which I hadn't seen yet, and I don't know why, because it was incredibly good. And then we rewatched Onwards, which is a Pixar animation, which is really, really good as well, because that's why we rewatched it. Yeah, good stuff. This week is going to be busy, really busy. I've got, there's a lot of shit happening this week, as you can all imagine. This is the week. This is the week that my whole year so far has been leading up to. We've got a big old normal D&D session, which a lot of shit has happened last session, and I've still got more prep to do because of all the things that have started, but I started on the weekend, so it was all good. Thursday, we have the release of Warhammer 3. We have the Apex tournament. Friday, we have the release of Horizon Forbidden West. So many releases. Magic the Gathering had a new release, but I'm not playing it, so that's one thing off my chest. However, Apex is a big thing because this weekend is also the Apex tournament. In-house tournament duos. If you're not signed up, go on Kahooly's Discord. I'm not linking it because I'm that lazy. Yeah, there's an Apex tournament happening. It's good. You can go on Dragons. Dragon did a video on it, I think, just announcing it. Which probably has the links on there, so go check that out. But yeah, duos, big shooties. It's gonna be fun. And then, yeah, this is just like that doesn't like when you count it out, it's like 4 things, but 4 things is a lot. And I want to play Horizon Forbidden West. I want to play Warhammer 3. So, yay. But what I have been playing, and then I still want to, like, because I've started Witcher 3, I kind of want to finish it as well. I have to put that on the back burner for a bit. I'm really enjoying Euro Truck at the moment, just because it's a really nice chill, like, there's no thinking involved in that game, and it's what makes it really, really nice. It's just like, it's gonna drive. It's like going for a drive. It's nice and chill. And I can watch videos during it and like all that fun stuff. Whereas with Witcher 3, I'm kind of just focusing solely on that, which I haven't done with a game in a very long time, to be fair. I kind of always have something on in the background when I'm playing games. The only games where I don't is when I'm playing on my PS5. Mostly because it's a hassle to do. But yeah, so being able to focus solely on a game and what's going on in the game is really nice. And yeah, it's good fun. I'm trying to think what else. Like D&D's, like, we're heading to a point where I think I've just crafted a really, really cool plot, and I can't wait for the players to get stuck in. And it's just like several layers on top of each other, which I don't want to say I've not successfully done before, but I've never done it on such a scale before, which is really nice. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward for them to get into it. And a lot of that inspiration is coming from The Witcher, and I feel like Tsunami pointed me towards a channel that did some video essays on Witcher 1 and 2, and there's one on Witcher 3 that's coming imminently. And I watched those and I realised that I took a lot of inspiration from the story writing of that, basically. So, yeah, good fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a lot still, but yeah. Anyway, trying to think what else there could be to say. I don't think there's that much. So I went through it pretty quickly, to be honest. Oh yeah, we looked at visas on Saturday. That was depressing. Oh, COVID. You like making things difficult for everyone, don't you? Basically, if I want a visa to go to the US, I need to hope that the US Embassy is open again because it's closed. It's obviously open for embassy stuff, but for visas, they only allow emergency visas. So it's kind of like, okay, well, we're going to continue as if they are open and hope that they are. And if not, then it's not a like horrible annoyance. It is annoying, but like we can still make it. It's just not going to be a work visa. But yeah, it's fucking frustrating. But then again, I don't think the French visa's doing it. The French embassy's doing it anyway either. Although when you're in the UK, maybe for a work visa. That's a good fucking. I haven't even thought of it. I don't really need to as a European citizen. But yeah, I assume maybe the French embassy. If in the UK, maybe you do need a visa now. I don't fucking know. I got a letter last week from a French bank, which was very funny. Basically, it was just saying that because of Brexit, the rules surrounding the bank no longer, when they're operating overseas in Britain, are now under British law and no longer under European law, which is, it gives me both benefits and negatives. Like, in the end, it cancels each other out, kind of. But the way it was written was so funny, because it was basically like, Britain recognises us as a bank from a third world country. It's like, that is not the translation you wanted to use, because they sent it to me in French and then in English. And literally speaking, the translation is third world country, but it's not. The actual translation should have been like a country, like a third party country, like a country that's outside of normal regulation. That's what it means. Like countries, like African countries, but like Asian countries, like China's also part of it and other things. They're not third world country. It's just it's like whoever they've hired to do the translations of all their letters to French people living in Britain fucking sucks at their job, which just made me laugh so much. But yeah, or they just put in Google Translate, which is it's even worse, I think. Yeah, fucking hell, that was so funny. So apparently France is a third world country in the eyes of Britain, which actually makes a lot of sense, and I actually agree that that's probably how the British see any country that's not Britain. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching. It's going to be a busy week, so I'm probably going to speak to a lot of you just during all the events going on this week, and I will talk to you next week. If people are expecting me to stream any game, considering how this year's going, you're wishing like a 0.000% chance of that ever happening. So there is a chance. It's a very low one. But yeah, hopefully Warhammer 3 is good. I have no reason to believe it won't be, based on what I've seen so far. CA putting out allowing all of these streamers to stream it out. Excellent. Yeah, it just looks really good, and I hope that it builds up my spark. However, Horizon Forbidden West is coming out, and I'm probably going to focus on that first, mostly because it has an end game, whereas Warhammer 3 is like a cycle of continuous campaigns. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next week.